Welcome to the Chillin Y Spillin podcast. Two college best friends stay chilling y spilling the tea on anything and everything from life experiences, relationship advice, pop entertainment news, and culture. Your new besties are waiting for you to join the conversation. Here are your hosts, Emily and Hector. Hey, what's up? And welcome to another episode of Chillin Y Spillin. I'm your host, Emily.
What's up, horror sluts? I'm your host, Hector.
Period. And we're going to get ready with another episode. So let's get things started.
Ooh, so y'all know it's spooky season. So these questions are pretty much like spooky themed. Obviously, the episode, Halloween, October, hello. But, Emily, starting it off, we're going to get super controversial. What's your most controversial take on Halloween?
What's my most controversial take? Well, I think that I guess my most controversial take for Halloween is maybe kids. Like maybe like, like I want to say like ages 1 to maybe 12.
Ooh.
Or should it maybe really like go to scary places, like scary like haunted houses or horror nights or all of those stuff, like just because I don't know if they're ready for it. I don't know if they're ready for the spookiness of it, the traumatizing things that come with
That's character development.
You know what I mean? With people like jumping at you, like scaring you, like it's traumatic, I think. So maybe I'm not saying like I'm just saying don't go to like those theme parks where you like keep it like PG, keep it like nice and fun, like pumpkin patches and very like, Disney-esque vibes, just because like I said, it's traumatic, and I'm saying this from personal from my point of view, because I think that's why I don't really get into the Halloween spirit, because I think when I was little, like I got scared like of like whether it be of like Chucky or like Paranormal Activity or Freddy Krueger, like all these like iconic Halloween personas, like they were scary to me, and I felt like maybe as a parent, I think they could get kind of lost in the hype because obviously they're not the kids' age,
Yeah.
That they're like, oh, they'll be fine. But dude, salen llorando los niños. They're crying. They're like having fits, at these places, and like can you blame the kid? Like, you're the adult. You should have known better. And I'm sorry, like you gotta take an L on like
parenting.
On not parenting, but like, you know what I mean? Like just be more aware and cautious of kind of what you're showing your kid like at an early age, because like I said, I think even when I watch like scary things, like I said, scary movies, like I would have nightmares, and at the moment I think parents think it's funny, like, oh my god, I scared my kid, or like
no, that's trauma.
Like it's I mean, if you're filming it in something and like putting it like out in the world, like I mean, that's kind of sad. Like it'll probably be funny to the kid later, but not in the moment.
I don't know about later.
So that's my most controversial take about like kind of Halloween, like in that terms of like, well, under the umbrella of like kids, when kids celebrating Halloween, like try maybe not to take them too like really super duper scary things. Like, and plus too, you gotta kind of know your kid. Like, you kind of can't let them be, because I feel like too, kids would be like, oh, I want to go, but it's because too maybe they're like, I know for myself too, when I got like traumatized at my time, like I was like, oh yeah, let's go to Universal, like thinking, but I think because my parents or my family would talk about it, they're like, oh, it was like good times, fun times, nothing bad's gonna happen, like, and it's like, you liars, like, tell me like what's gonna go down, because then I prepare myself, like, like, oh, okay, I'm gonna see Chucky here, or I'm gonna, but
there's no surprise though.
I know, but like I know, but I think kids don't understand that, like,
yeah,
they're not prepared for it. You're literally like, blindsiding them, and you're
Mm-hmm.
like, oh yeah, sure, they're gonna have them, but like, it just ruins the day. I think
Mm.
because once they start crying, then you ruin somebody else's day because they're
Yeah,
like, who brought the chamaco? Whose kid is
literally.
this? Like, or and then like everybody gets awkward because they're like, looking at the parents like, shut your kid up, or like,
Yeah,
why? They give them this kind of the stink eye too. I don't know if
that's
you
what they
noticed.
deserve, though.
Yeah, I guess you know what I mean. But like I said, kind of figure out your kid if they're really ready for it, or if not, like, because I know that there are some hardcore kids that they could
Yeah,
take it like
I think it
their
depends
days.
on the maturity level.
Yeah, that too. But I don't know. I guess that's is that I think that's a controversial take. Like,
Mm-hmm.
don't take your kids on Halloween to like really spooky areas, or like
Mm-hmm. Just don't take
haunted,
your
or
kids.
like
Period.
mazes. Yeah, like like haunted mazes, like everything. Like, just ease them in, like Disney-esque style.
Mm-hmm.
Not too scary. But yeah, that's my take. I don't know.
Damn.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
What
Ooh.
about yours?
Okay. Kind of going off that a little. So, if y'all follow me, I went to Horror Nights recently, and we went to this one '80s bar. Cause hello, I'm an '80s whore.
Period.
And some bitch brought their baby.
Oh.
It was a baby.
Oh.
It was like 2 years old, and they're at the bar.
Oh.
Yeah. So, anyways,
That's
I
an
was
L.
I was
on whoever-
pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause that baby was crying and crying. I was just trying to listen to the music.
Aw.
But it's like, damn, I'm just trying to like enjoy my overpriced drink. Like, shut that baby up. Sorry, I just like kids. Disgusting. That's more scary than the whole maze.
Dude, I mean, can it be kind of similar to like kids on airplanes, though, too?
Oh,
You know what I mean?
just don't have kids. Period.
Ah!
I hate. I ain't having
We
kids.
say this, but please take offense. Don't cancel.
No, full offense.
Oh my god.
But my controversial take. Ooh, so I'm gonna like really get like super controversial.
Uh-huh.
They always warn us on Halloween. Oh, check the candy. There's like
Oh,
razor blades and drugs. But who the fuck has? I mean, you could be privileged and have that money, but who's giving drugs out? And if it is, like, let me go to that house. But
Let me get some of
yeah,
that.
it's like, do you really think there's people putting like, especially like where we live?
Yeah.
Do you think there's people putting that effort and money into that?
I don't know. I'm from the hood. Like, somos pobres,
Like, yeah, they're
Like,
selfish.
who the fuck is, like, cooking up some shit?
Like, who has time to open a wrapper, put a razor in, and then
But
close
not gonna
it?
lie, like, where did that come from? Because I feel like even growing up, we were always taught that, but I don't know that process, though.
Yeah.
Like, and the signs to actually look for. Because
Maybe it
very-
happened. You know that one meme? It's from Phineas and Ferb. It's all like, if I had a nickel for every time that happened, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Uh-huh.
I feel like that's kind of how the whole thing started.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, is there really people putting that amount of effort? I saw a TikTok too. It was all like me reacting to all the new drugs that are supposedly, because each year it's like, oh, this drug is super popular now.
Oh.
And it was all like, put a finger down for everyone you try.
I don't know, but yeah, true. I don't know why they would do that. I mean, but do definitely, I guess, still check your kids' candy. I mean,
That's a damn lie.
As a parent, I mean, you still gotta be safe on the cautious side. So,
But they ain't checking; they're just eating it.
True.
Let's be real.
It reminds me of what's it called of Jimmy Kimmel. You know, where they do the reactions where they tell the kids that they ate the
Oh,
candy?
I found
love
this
that.
annoying.
What?
Yeah. Like, there'd be some kids that's like, oh, well, it's okay. I'm like, okay, like, yeah.
No.
But when they cried, be like,
No, I like when the kids get mad and they have like a freak out, like, where they're
that
like,
screams
"Well,
privilege
buy
to
me
me.
more," like it's like I'm like, kid, calm down. I'd be like, I'm saving your life.
Honestly,
less candy for
and less
you.
time at the gym.
I wonder, like, okay, I watch, like I said, I don't know if everybody else, but I watch more of the Kardashian side. But Courtney is very of the healthy side, so I'm like curious about like.
She handing out
candies
broccoli.
yeah, like what candies are
She's
y'all
handing out the
having, you guys?
cucumbers that Kendall's cutting or whoever.
Oh
Kylie.
my God. Let's talk about it really quickly. That fucking cutting, yo, that is insane. Like, girl, like, what is up with your hands? Like, your hand placement, like, did they not like teach you how to do the cutting? Like,
I mean, they celebrated the shopping cart.
oh my god,
It's like I get yelled at to do that.
Yo, and Kim, I think Kim even responded because they were like asking them like, who's the better cook? And then she was like,
Chloe
I'd be last on the list right after Kendall's cutting.
Yeah.
And I was like, bitch is real for that. Like,
honestly,
that was a fire ass like like statements. Shout outs to
she's been killing it on American Horror Story.
Oh really?
Yeah, she's on the new season.
Hear it.
Looks good.
It's because for Kardashians they're like, oh, they're not talented. Along those statements.
I mean, she's putting in that work. Lawyer, actress.
Yes, and I salute her for that because that is giving girl
power,
boss bitch. Like so do your thing. Like we lucky and we seen. All
for
right,
for sure.
Build your empire. Share if you want with me. Not just kidding.
Shoot.
With everybody. But yeah, she's putting in the work. So shout outs to her. And yeah, she runs that family for sure. Courtney, not so.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think it's Scott.
The Lord Disick.
Ew, actually, I take it back. No, it's woman empowerment.
Yes.
Fuck cis men. Okay, we're getting off track. We're getting off track.
Yes, but it was good. The cheese was good. It was fire. Anyways, I guess how would you compare Halloween from when you were a kid to now?
Ooh. Honestly, it's kind of depressing now. I feel like, especially like in the neighborhood that I'm from, I remember being little and it's like everyone decorated. It was such like a, very Halloween town vibes. And now it's just like, like, it's dry. There's like no spirit.
Poof, like
the white chicks. Literally. Yeah, I just feel like it's kind of depressing. Like it's not the same. It doesn't have that flair. And I don't know if it's because of technology and how much it's, because even like kids riding bikes and all that, like there's like
gone.
people, like just people like, oh, the light's on, I gotta go home. Like just those memories for sure were a different era. And I don't know if we have that now, but I wonder how it is from a perspective of a kid now. Like, yeah, I should ask my niece. I don't know. She got some good insight sometimes. Okay. But yeah, I don't know if I come. I mean, technically, since it's older, it's like, oh well, I could go to horror nights and do all these crazy things that I couldn't when I was little. But in terms of like the actual holiday, it's just like, where's the magic? Where's everything you thought it was when you were a kid?
Yeah, definitely. I would say it is kind of gone, but at the same time, like for me, I don't think that there was really. It's funny how you mentioned that you felt that there was a magic to it. For me, I don't think it was a magic I wanted to touch.
Really?
Just because I'm like, there's so much bad behind it, like in terms of like evil and darkness and killings and murder. Like it's just, I feel like such a dark day. But at least like from my perspective, like what is it like just like there's a background to it that I guess not many people want to tap into because they can attach it to evil and Satan and like I feel like there's so many So for me, like I think as a kid, I like the idea like dressing up and like going with a friend to go trick or treat. I don't think I really like the fact that like I would go by myself with my parents. I'm like, like I can't be like, what candy did you get, friend? Or like, let's swap, like and actually, my trick or treating days kind of ended early. Like I think I was like,
I remember from the last episode,
like 9, 8, like it was really early. Which I think it still could have gone, at least to 6th grade, but I think I ended like 4th, 3rd grade. I instead ended up.
Was that your choice though?
No, because like being from a broke, like poor family, like, and there's no shame in it because it's a part of my life, and I've grown so much to appreciate what my parents have done for me. Period. But it was a sense of like we couldn't really go out trick or treating because my dad had to stay at work. So he owns his business. But around like 6, 7, the kids are already starting to walk, and my dad can be like, "All right, let's close and let's go." Yeah, he loses, from 6 to 8. Like that's already a couple hours that he's losing on people coming in and taking pictures because a lot of people. Sorry if you don't know, my dad. Sorry, a little backstory. My dad is a photographer. In the Baldwin Park area. Shout outs to him. Shout outs to Art Image Photo. I'm putting the plug here. Go check him out. Take your photos, family photos. Halloween quinceañera. We got you all.
Damn, she said all the above.
All of the above. There's nothing that we don't do. We got business cards in for y'all if y'all want to.
Gender reveals.
Yes, everything. Ya sabes. Ya tú sabes. But yeah, so that's what my dad does for a living. So back then in the earlier 2000s, it was a thing for people to go take pictures as what they were dressed in, or saying like Christmas photos, like photos with their besties, photos for prom. Like it was a thing, and that was magical, right?
Yeah.
In itself, I think back then I used to be like, I obviously I was a hater because I was like, Halloween, like what the.
Damn.
Like my dad has to take pictures of y'all while I had to like stick around and like watch you, and then they later get to go trick or treating. But I can't because my dad's working. So, but because of that, like obviously kids are still trick or treating in that like plaza area.
Yeah.
So my dad's like, well, we can't go, but like hand out candies. But you know that we were the fucking top number ones out of the whole plaza because we would give out fucking hot Cheetos.
Hot Cheetos?
Yes, hot Cheetos were the shit. Y'all know if y'all know, So yeah, I would give out hot Cheetos. But yeah, it was kind of like, obviously it's sad too because it's like, well, I wish, I could have gone out with, with friends and their parents and my parents, all go walking and trick or treating. But I mean, it did happen a couple times. But not gonna lie, too, when I was little, I felt like I was not a very confident kid because at times, like, too, when I would, get fitted for my costume, like, I would sometimes be like embarrassed sometimes.
Oh.
Like, in the sense, like, are they gonna make fun of me for my costume? Oh. Like, you know what I mean? Because I remember one year I went as Daphne from Scooby-Doo. But because of the orange, hair.
Did you have a wig?
Yes, but I was embarrassed that I did not put on the wig because I felt like it was too, like, I don't know. I felt like people were gonna be judgy. So I was like an insecure kind of like kid back then. But shout out to my best friend. My best friend always, cada años casi, she was always a witch. And she like new kind of outfit, new hat, like she brought it on, like she was proud, and I was like, Heike, like that made me feel like, okay, like I can wear this, or be prepared for that. But Halloween, yeah, there was kind of like the thing of like, oh, it's better to stay home, be safe, and not, or same thing, the candy.
But even like
candy.
Christmas, even like Halloween movies are like, you weren't like, like Disney Channel or even like other stuff, they'd have like Halloween specials and everything.
No,
you wouldn't even look forward to that.
But plus, I wasn't that rich. Disney Channel,
no, but like I'm saying, like regular, yeah, like CBS and all that.
No,
they had like Clifford. They had Halloween episodes and all that.
No? I don't think I don't remember watching anything. I think again, I stayed away from it too because, like I said, like it was stupid too. Like I think what like kind of got me into like miedo was like I would see Alarma TV.
Bro, I would stay up just to watch that.
Like it would spook me, but too like it's funny because when I would sit and watch, my parents would be there too, but they wouldn't say like, oh no, you're fine. Like they'd be like, no, that a veces like they had their own stories about like this, and I'm like, I think that kind of like spooked me. Like,
damn.
So that made me very like aware, like, oh, maybe like let's change the channel, let's watch something.
Really?
Yeah. Like it was really bad. I'm not even gonna front.
Even like that one alien video.
The one
Yeah, that one. Everyone knows that one alien video where it's like it just walks by or something.
I don't think I remember, but anyways,
It was on there.
todo me espantaba. And not gonna even Thriller when he turns into the wolf, I would hide. I don't know what, but I would hide. That transformation would freak me out. Like I don't know. I just wasn't ready for it. So I think as I grew older, I understood the concept and like what it really was. Like in detail. So I was okay. So that's why from kid to now, like I'm fearless of that stuff. Like not too much.
I was all like, let's see The Exorcist right now.
Wait, not too much in the sense of like I'm gonna go to Horror Nights and like test that theory. But I mean in the sense like I can watch a movie, in the comfort of my home with the lights on.
Boo.
Yeah. Or, like I'm not gonna laugh, but things like that, like tiny things like I can take. But yeah, Halloween. I was a kid. It was okay. I still had memories of trick or treating, and checking the candy and trading candy for better candy. And now I think I see the appreciation that kids have sometimes through like my nieces and cousins, baby cousins. That that sparkle in their eye, but I still like I would hold their hand because I remember like oh like don't be scared, like I'm here with you. And I feel like sometimes kids just need the reassurance. And from now, like now as an adult, like I see and understand the concepts and see the fascination that people have with transforming themselves into something iconic, or whatever they want to be, and just be in the Halloween theme. So yeah, I guess that's how I would compare it.
Damn.
Scaredy cat to not as much of a scaredy cat. Yeah. Sorry, that went super long. My bad.
It's like, hold on, I think it's time for dinner. Damn, that's how I know I shouldn't be a parent, because it's like, if you want candy, go. Like, I ain't got time. Like, you're burning sunlight.
I feel like you'd be like, all right, like let's go to Walmart right now. Get up.
Shoot the day after.
Yeah.
The sales.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Try it out. Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah. Okay. But moving on, cause so on the topic of trick or treating and everything, what are your thoughts on like Halloween costumes? Honestly, it could go from like the comedic or just any route. Like, what specifically are your thoughts?
Fun now. I think it, like I said, it taps into that side of you can be anything, anyone, for a day.
Yeah.
And kind of tap into like the dark side of you, because I feel like most days, like you're like most people are like holly jolly, and it's okay to be. It's not usually seen in right eyes if somebody's an asshole.
I'm like, what city you living in? That's not LA. Everyone's pissed.
But for the most part, I'm saying for the most part. Yeah, obviously there's the cute ones, some slutty ones, some like really horrifying ones. Fun ones, silly ones. Like there's so many. I keep thinking of what's it called? Like a Halloween costume that I've seen people kind of do, and it just makes me reminiscent of like my childhood, is when people dress as the RBD. I don't know if people know. RBD was like a band, like it's a Mexican band, like a pop band. And it's like the red I won't say red jackets, but the red suit jackets with the tie, and it was really cute. It was like a moment. I like that for Halloween costumes, or like when people do Britney Spears or Britney Spears, or who else? I feel like so many people could tap into different iconic music, personas. Slutty ones. We know the cop, the nurse, the
librarian at this point.
Stepmom.
Oh my god! Damn.
Like you don't know. You know.
Everyone knows.
Yeah, but there's a whole bunch that people can tap into. But yeah, some people just take it differently. However they are feeling for the year. if they want to go super spooky or super, slutty, that's
Mm-hmm.
okay. I think. Just be safe, please.
Be safe.
Be safe. And yeah, have fun with it. I think don't take yourself too seriously. Um, you could do like the DIY ones,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't have a Halloween costume, but it's a form of expression.
Mm-hmm.
So I love that for people that are into that wanna like that go off on that, on
Mm-hmm.
Halloween day. Like do your thing. Like don't make don't let anybody stop you.
Honestly.
Yeah, because it's super fun. And then when people see those people like really
And the
being creative and
compliments.
having fun,
Yeah.
like then it just brings out the energy from people. Like yeah, like okay, next season, next
Next
year,
year.
like like oh, like it just brings so many ideas to what they could be. But what about you? Are you like what like
Ooh.
too? I guess what are you? Do you have as well? Oh, well, first your Halloween, your thoughts on Halloween costumes, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm just curious too. After that, like, do you already have a Halloween costume in
Ooh.
mind for this year?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So in terms of like Halloween costumes, okay, I'm gonna tap into like Halloween parties a bit.
Mhm.
If you're gonna, I kind of have a love hate for Halloween parties because it's always like, oh yeah, like make sure you dress up, and then you get there's like, the fuck are you supposed to be? You look like that every day, like very. I'm a mouse, and it's just like tiny ears. Like nah, like let like bring the Halloween spirit. Like go, like just freaking go for it. Um, but not to be like a social justice warrior or
Mhm.
whatever. I think we should kind of get rid of like stereotype costumes in the sense where it's like derogatory
Okay.
or yeah, just puts on any kind of stereotypes on like either like ethnicities or
Mhm.
race, just anything.
Oh yeah,
Cuz
for real.
you know, people try to be funny,
Yeah.
but typically jokes are to downplay something or to like, to
Yeah.
to punch down on something.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
it's
Like
like
it's gonna get weird if you see like
yeah.
a non-Mexican person wearing a sombrero and fucking walking with a burro.
Well,
Like
yeah.
that, I'd be like, what the fuck?
A burro.
But
But that's production value.
I guess,
No, I'm just
but
like
not when you're not like,
mhm.
So
But
that's where
yeah,
you kind of gotta check yourself sometimes. But
for
continue.
sure, for sure. Yeah, it's just like I don't know, because there's already such like a huge war in the film industry of trying to get rid of stereotypes.
Hmm.
And even though like you could tap into that different side of persona, there's a difference between celebrating one's culture and mocking it. So I feel like, ooh, I know especially like the whole like dressing up as like an Indian and everything, especially like I mean, as an indigenous person, it's not really like offensive unless it's like, you're doing that portrayal of like that school mascot everyone has,
Yeah.
like very like low IQ status and everything.
Mm.
But yeah, but shoot, if you're gonna dress as a slut, dress as a slut. Like go for it. I
Balls to the
love,
wall with
yeah.
that.
um, oh, especially like when people try different makeup looks.
Uh-huh.
I feel like those could technically be new trends as well. Like it really does tap into people's new expression of like artistry, and I think that that's pretty awesome, especially since it's like bringing, I guess, an influence into like the pop world, and we see all these like celebrities and artists doing these looks or makeup looks based on people's costumes.
Mhm.
So I think that's definitely a cool aspect. But yeah. Oh, and one more thing, like, can we get rid of the costume where it's okay? This is for guys, where it's a skeleton suit and there's an extra bone.
Oh.
Those are disgusting. Not gonna
Oh
lie.
my
I was
god.
editing a video and they showed. Yeah, they're like, oh, well, we have a costume, but it got discontinued. I was like, good as it should. But yeah, um,
Dang.
but in terms of Halloween costumes, ooh, there's so many things I want to like do. I feel like it would be so iconic if I was like Abby Lee Miller.
Oh my
That would be so iconic.
god.
Um, let's see. There's
Shoot,
Abby
what's
Lee
like your
Miller.
dream one that if you could pull off?
Ooh,
What would you
like high production value and
Hell
everything.
yeah, fucking
Fuck,
fire.
I would. Okay, there's this one artist I follow.
Uh-huh.
It's probably not the highest production value compared to like what people expect. But there's this one artist, they're a drag artist. They're called Formaldehyde, and it's this look that they did for their promo for season 4 of Dragula, and it's technically based on a nurse. Ooh. And like their fingers, it has needles coming out. Their mask has like nails coming out. Like it's so sick. I was gonna real tea. Was it confirmation? I don't know. The last part of the religious stuff. Yeah, confirmation. I you know. So
damn,
they gave
you're
us
more religious than me because I haven't done it.
Damn. I mean, I was kind of forced, not gonna lie. Yeah. So we had to wear like these red robes or whatever. Ooh, this is gonna come off so disrespectful, but whatever. Yeah. It's like it's my robe, not yours. Yeah. I went to that fucking retreat. Y'all didn't. I mean, y'all probably did, but still. Anyways, I was gonna cut that and use it for the cape to make that look. Wow. So it's like, damn, that's so like, I don't know. That's just my thought process of turning something into something else. Yeah. And that's cool too. Like just people DIYing their costumes and just you really see people's creative process. So that's what I really like. But I would want to do that. But this year, so I really wanted to start like a new era. But I'm having surgery done pretty soon. So for Halloween, I'm going to have like a cast. So my arm's going to be like bent the whole time. But it would be so like, you seen Grown Ups, right? Yeah. Remember the guy, he's in a cast like that? Oh, yeah, that would be so funny.
I love that because I don't know if you remember that part where they're like, woo.
Woo, yeah, the wave and everything. Yeah. That would be iconic. But since my arm's going to be bent, I could do the kid from It. When they put loser on his cast and he writes a V over it to say lover. That would be so cute. Aww. But no, what I was thinking, since I'm gonna have like a cast, is you seen that one meme, right? Of it's like a Russian kid dancing. He has like sunglasses and he's all vibing.
Oh yes.
It's like, well, my arm's gonna be in that. My arm's gonna be in that position anyway. So it's like, might as well just do that. Yeah. This bitch, why I do this? What costume do you have planned for this year?
Okay, if I could really if I had the confidence and if I had the bod and just everything like, you know, like fantasy, like how I'd want it to be, a Victoria's Secret model.
Ooh, you have to have the wings and everything.
Yes, and that would be by far like something that I would want to do, like really, really to the max. But again, the confidence needs to be there, the body needs to be there. But this is my personal preference, so don't come after me. But you know, I feel like it's just that fantasy that like, oh, you could tap into that and be like, I'm an angel, you know, like, and then you know, strut your stuff, like do the catwalk, like that would be something that for me I would want to do, just because it would fulfill like
that fantasy.
Yeah, that fantasy, and I guess the little girl too in me that kind of idolized, you know, in some ways. Like I would watch the Victoria's Secret, fashion show like yearly to, you know, like because those girls were so like stunning. Except in the more recent years, not that great. Oh, but
she really said Kendall.
Yeah. Shade, but no, not shade.
Damn.
But, you know, because she thinks she's a supermodel. Nah, hell nah, you are nothing. I'm sorry, but I'm taking it back to the real ones like Tyra Banks. You know,
ooh,
like
Naomi Campbell.
Those they're iconic. You know,
for sure.
So yeah, I would take it back. I would do that. That would be like my ultimate and do like a whole video, like you know, like I could just think.
Shoot, let me edit it. I got you.
Oh, for sure. If I do it one day, who knows? But I would do that. But anyways, moving it forward, would you survive in a scary movie? Like if you were placed in any movie of your choosing.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I was like, fuck, some movies you're just gone. Yeah. Oh, especially like Saw. Okay, so I've been watching Saw recently, and every time I'm watching it, I'm just like, I'm built different. I got this. Knowing damn well I'd be like, can you repeat that? Like, I didn't hear that. Or like, could you play the video one more time?
like, please pause while I
yeah.
this.
And then it's like, yeah. So it really depends on what scary movie. Okay, so I kind of that sounds weird. Always thinking about it. I think about it sometimes where it's like, ooh, because like I don't know if you get those
shower thoughts too. Sometimes
not Psycho.
Yeah.
The shower scene. Ooh,
Oh.
I would hate to die like that.
Oh, yeah.
Die naked.
Yeah.
Anyway,
or electrocuted in the water, and then somebody puts
ooh.
a radio, like something, and
Yeah, toaster.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Chucky did that.
Yeah.
I
think so too.
Mhm.
Maybe that's why I remember this shit. Like, what the? Yeah, but anyways.
Yeah. So there's a part of me. It's like, bro, I've watched so many, like, especially Scream is like rules of like surviving. Don't have sex. Don't go by yourself. Don't say I'll be back. Like all that is like, oh, okay. I got like, in my head, I'm like, I got those written down. But also it's like I'm a Leo. It's like there's a part of me is like, you know what? Fuck that. Like I'm built different. I got this. Knowing damn well I'd probably die. And then if I'm being real, I'd probably be too lazy. Like if it's chasing me, like I'm not running. Like I'm just like go for it. Like I don't want to pay taxes anymore. Like it's too expensive. Just do it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So part of me wants to say yes, but truth probably not. What about you?
Absolutely not. I'd probably be the first to go. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I am lazy. So I'm like, bro, we gotta fucking run. Like, que Dios me salve. I'm gonna do my prayer. I can jog. But I don't know, like, if they catch me, pues, yeah. I'm just gonna let myself go.
Yeah.
Like, realistically. Yeah, because I'm hella slow, like, when I'm running, and I feel like too I'd freak myself out, and let alone any scary movie like no, I really I die for sure. Like I'd be like the first like to be sacrificed.
Oh my gosh.
Like I was too like yo estoy más gordita, so I'm like they'd probably be like, well,
so
she's the last one in the pack running, atrás. Yeah, my Leo side doesn't come out for this one.
Really?
My Leo side would be like, nah, yeah, déjame, yeah. Or better yet, you want me to help you?
You want me to help you?
Like, let me make this process easier for you and me, and I can mentally prepare to die. But yeah, I wouldn't survive. Maybe in a Disney one, yeah, because then I'd be like, all right,
like Halloween Town.
Yeah, like what?
Halloween Town. I mean, there's not really
like
scary movies.
If I were in the Nightmare Before Christmas and be one of those little kids, like.
But like, they're only going after Santa Claus though?
I know, that's why. So I would survive. I would help them.
So if you were Santa Claus?
No,
because
in that movie, like, but not necessarily. I'm not Santa. I'd probably help the little kids,
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I was all like, how the hell are you surviving that if they're not going after you?
Yeah, I would just be in the movie.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I'd survive if I were like with random people, like like
no.
I'd be like, yeah, let's build some weird shit, and tell them it's Christmas. Like I don't know, I'd find a way to blend it in a Disney movie. And the other movies, nah, que Dios me salve, or I'll do my little crucecita, and then that's it.
What about Scream? Because Scream is very like a campy series where it does make fun of like the scary tropes. So it's like obviously like killer falling and slipping and all that.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, I'm gonna do all that falling and tripping or whatever.
Well, no, like the killer falls and everything.
Oh,
like it's easy. I shouldn't say easy, but it's easier. Yeah.
Oh, maybe I'll have a chance. Like I gotta be equipped. Like if I have a fucking gun or if I have like a knife, I'd be like, okay, maybe my gangster will come out for survival.
Okay, but in the 6th movie, they take all the knives away.
Yeah, but see, that's why I'm like, maybe I'll probably survive.
Ooh, that ladder scene. Have you seen the trailer, right? Scream 6? No? She's like, it's a ladder between the apartments, and they have to like go over it.
Oh.
Okay, what would you do in that situation? Like, would you like
cross? Would I be?
Yeah.
First of all, I'm like, I don't even know what I'd be. Like, I had to crawl, right? Like,
yeah, you have to crawl.
Yeah.
While the killer's trying to like bust down the door.
Oh no.
No.
I feel like yes, I'd be crawling, but I feel like for some reason I'd be too slow. And they'd be,
Okay, but like, say you went in the middle, like people are telling you, like, like people went, but there's still people left. Would you tell those people to go, or would you go?
Wait, what? Like, so.
Like, okay, because there's a couple of them in the room trying to escape. There's three of them.
Uh-huh.
And say you're the second person crossing. What would you do in that scenario?
Oh, I would have to go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because if there are people behind me, then yeah. Because then there's that urge, like, oh, you bitch, you better hurry. Because I don't want to die, and then me neither. So I'm like, all right, let's go.
For sure.
But I mean, con tiempo, I guess I just have to thug it out, and be scared, but like be able to like overcome my fear and just do my thing. But I mean that'd be scary too, because I'm not sure how we'd deal with heights, and I feel like for the most part, like in our head, we're like, oh yeah, like si me caigo, hay una net, like, but I'm like, bitch, there's no nothing.
At least it won't be painful. That sounds so dark. Like it, like if you fall.
Yeah, you would have to fall head first.
But like your brain would, I don't think it would process it. It's like an instant death.
No, it has to be
It's just splat.
I mean, if I didn't feel it, I'm like, that's great for me.
I mean, it's better than being stabbed like 16 times.
True.
That's dark. Ooh, let me change it. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah. Also, I feel like I wouldn't be too serious too. I'd be like, oh, with that low production ass mask, like, like bitch, turn around. Yeah, I would be so unserious in those moments.
Dang, but yeah, I wouldn't survive. Yeah, that's my take. Let us know in the comments. Literally. Who do you think will survive?
Ooh, or ask scenarios.
Yes.
Because I'd be like, ooh, I was gonna say something. We're gonna get canceled for a minute. I was like, if someone had a gun, just like, woo, like Matrix. Ooh, literally.
Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, that wraps up our little question Q&A segment. But y'all should know by now. It's time for the rapid fire questions. All right, let's get into it. We got some pretty good questions. Okay. What's the scariest Halloween figure for you?
Chucky?
Mm-hmm. Ooh. I would just say the devil. Just anything like with goat horns and everything. Yeah. Like I watch scary movies, but yeah, even at Horror Nights when they would like pop out, I'm just like ooh, get away.
Would they really get up in your face? Like,
yeah, they even reach for you. Oh. I was like, bitch, don't touch my hair.
Like, swerve.
Literally. All right. Are you team Freddy or Jason?
Freddy.
Freddy? Ooh, Freddy. Even though like 80s horror, but and like the whole series. Sorry, not to rant, but yeah, it's so aesthetically. But Freddy, because he's camp.
Okay. Too, and I'm not gonna lie, but I know more about Freddy than I do about Jason. I feel like Freddy's talked about more.
I mean, there's
I'm going with the popular one.
Yeah, because there's only like one really iconic kill from Friday the 13th, and it wasn't even Jason. It was technically his mom.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But there was in New York. It was a like 80s prom. That was cute. Yeah. Anyways, Hocus Pocus or Haunted Mansion?
Hocus Pocus. You?
I'm gonna go with or.
with or.
Or yeah. Okay, if I'm being honest, I don't think I've seen either of those movies.
I was thinking like I don't think I've seen Haunted Mansion through.
Yeah.
But I know the gist of Hocus Pocus, so that's why I went with that one.
I only seen the recent one because my friend had it on the TV.
So shout out to the friend for having it on the TV.
Like I know about the three of them, but yeah. We'll see if that changes. But yeah. All right. So this is a scenario case question. Yes. Say you're in a horror movie and there's a killer like trying to bust down like the door. What weapon or what item are you grabbing to defend yourself in your room?
In my room. I'm like thinking, what do I have in my room? Nothing suspicious. I just get what can I use? Two things pop out because I think I can like, like
yeah, dodge
like,
it, yeah,
like really throw it at them, like my TV, or like one of my trophy things, and then because well, but I have like a cheer trophy, and it has like one with a little palm thing, like
Uh
the
huh.
phrase. So I just stick that in the eye.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
But what about you?
So there's a couple. It depends, like who's trying to break it down. I got holy water from my Jesus little corner that I had, so it's like it's a little
Yeah.
sprinkle. Um,
Pasasanas.
I know I have my bat from baseball,
Oh,
so there's that, and
lucky.
then I was gonna say my one of my trophies.
Okay.
Not to like boast, but it's a championship
Yeah,
trophy, so it's sharp. It's
okay.
sharp. Just
My
like
bad. He
wait.
really said, I'm
Mhm.
athletic.
Shoot, used to.
Yo, but
Not
the
right
thing that
now.
you have a bat is crazy in your room. Like
Yeah, it's a metal bat. It's not
I
wooden.
can't. No, but still, like I'm like that's a
Well,
good.
yeah.
Dale, dale, like literally
Exactly. If there's a
the
piñata
piñata
coming,
that
yeah,
they
I'm ready.
in one go. I got.
Oh, but I also have a stun gun and pepper spray.
Ooh.
So I got those, but it's just like I ain't got time to look for it, so I'm probably grabbing the trophy
No, I
because
was gonna say with the pepper spray, like you're just gonna burn them for a few, but like an actual weapon to like
yeah, it
beat the
depends if
shit
it's
out of.
like supernatural too.
Mm,
Like if they're just built different, it's
yeah,
like
true.
yeah.
I get that. Yeah, I feel that.
Mhm.
All right. Well, that was it for our rapid fire questions.
Ayy.
Hope y'all have fun with us on that.
Let us know
Um,
your answers too. The fuck.
yes. Y'all better really be gay. Y'all need to comment on our fucking videos. Give us
On
the
TikTok.
isms. Yes, on TikTok, everything. Um, but now
Oh.
to the other portion of our podcast, which you already know, and if you don't know, let me put you on. We
Ooh.
put the T in rant is what this segment is called. So, we're gonna chat today about the iconic couple.
Oh.
That's been pretty scandalous. Like you would think, like they really lasted in the Hollywood business as a couple, a married couple, unless
Oh.
that changes. But it
I think it
is
did change.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
It's Jada Smith and Will Smith. We're chatting today about Jada's entanglement.
Oh shoot.
Yes. So recently, Jada Smith kind of came out, had an interview on Today, and I believe it was with Hoda. Cobalt is her name, one of the interviewers, and she's telling her side of the story of the iconic slap that was heard around the world.
Oh
on
my,
the
that was so annoying.
on the Oscars live front on TV. Because we've heard Will's side, we've heard
Chris.
Chris Rock's side,
Mm-hmm.
but the one who stayed quiet
Oh.
was Miss Pickett Smith herself.
Mm-hmm.
But now she's not. She is saying her side, like kind of like what happened. What were the things that led because to that iconic slap that millions had to tune in and see. But apparently prior to that, let's back it up a bit. Jada Smith was in an entanglement with, I believe, a rapper named Augustus something
Oh.
along those lines. So they came on Red Table Talk, which is her platform on Facebook, where they chat to, of course, like famous people, celebrities, and they chat about their story, kind of big things that had like made them known, I guess, in Hollywood and social media. So I guess rumors kind of like sparked, obviously when Jada and this rapper like really were seen in public. They were like, "Well, aren't you married?" So they came on and to talk about that. And that's kind of like pretty weird. Obviously, they're giving shit to Will Smith because she described it. I mean, I think he described it as an entanglement, right? But like,
Oh.
obviously, we're trying to say like they fucked,
Uh-huh.
but they didn't want to say that. But yeah, they're still together, and I think they're still trying to figure that out. Which I don't know how to feel about that, cause like if they had cheated on me, and they were separated. She mentions Jada in this recent interview with Today that they Will and her had been separated for 7 years. like during that time. So
Mhm.
like that's a good amount of time. But my thing is like, why don't the question is like, why separate? Just divorce, right? But like to them, Jada and Will Smith, like they're really about like ride or die for each other, I guess. When they
Ooh.
made those vows. But my thing is like, are they really ride or die? Because
Apparently not.
had because I don't know if you know, but Will Smith had a previous marriage to Jada.
Oh.
So how come you weren't ride or die for that chick?
Yeah.
And this one, like, what's the difference? Like, I mean, I'm assuming he probably learned something from the first marriage to this one that, he was like, well, you invest so much time into a person, and there's still love there because they created children, right?
Mhm.
They have children together. Um, so there's love there, but wow, like it's still crazy. Like she says that they're still figuring it out. So when that slap was, that Will Smith like slapped Chris on her behalf, like she was kind of stunned because apparently at that time and place, like they had been separated, and then she was just kind of like his plus one because she's been there for his entire journey leading up to that, to
Mhm.
that winning that role. But she did not expect him to be like, you know, what did she say? What did he say? He said like, um, keep your keep my wife's name out your mouth. But
Yeah.
he said wives, which to her like, I mean, things need to kind of be explained in the sense like, she's thinking in her head like, well, we've been separated, so hearing the wife is like, oh, there's a title,
Yeah.
So yeah, she was just kind of like stunned that everything how it went down, and obviously, she's telling her side, she's sharing that, but I guess the end of this is, I mean, kind of the overall statement is like, no, they're not getting a divorce. They're in it for the long haul.
Mhm.
So regardless, they're seeing this as, or she's seeing this as like a little bump in the road. Like,
Oh.
probably, the love's there. So maybe they just kind of need their time apart. And if you kind of like, at least from my viewpoint of both of these people, they're very like intellectual people, spiritual, and like really about working on themselves and being like true to who they are.
We stand.
So I love that for
Mhm.
them. I mean, obviously, it's not the most conventional way that most people know, right?
Mhm.
But for them, it works. So, I mean, what are kind of your thoughts? Like, do you feel like, well, if you had a partner, let's say, for example, and they were in an entanglement, but you all had been separated, like, do you think that you would still be with that person, or or not, or like,
Um.
would you would you like would you, I guess ultimately, like, would you figure it out with that significant
Probably not.
other? That's me, I
Yeah.
guess. I mean, I was thinking
Literally.
that too.
Cause like yes, like we had that. We don't get me wrong. I know like when you have that time with people and you do gain that connection, it's hard to like separate
Mm-hmm.
because you spent that much time together and there is something special that's there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like you don't want to beat a dead horse.
Yeah.
It's like if you had that time to figure it out and all that in the beginning, then
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just think everything happens for a reason. So if it wasn't meant to be,
Mm-hmm.
but then there's that whole saying. It's like, oh, if it's meant to be, it'd come back.
Yeah.
You let it, whatever that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Love's, I don't know.
Love is a crazy
Love's weird.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought this was going in a completely different direction. Okay, so everything is alleged or online information, whatever. Don't
Yes.
sue us.
Yes.
um, I thought you were gonna mention when Chris Rock was all like wanted or like hinting towards dating or something.
Yes. So she does mention this as
Yeah.
well in
And she was
her.
like, "Oh, it's a rumor." I was like, "Oh, that's so sad." Like she blasted him. But at the same time, it's like, "You go, girl." Like,
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
but damn, it's like, what do you do when, like, supposedly you say, okay, this is another situation. Say you and your partner like are rumored to be like divorced or separated,
Yeah.
and one of your friends tries to hook up with them or like go on a date with them. Like, what's your thought process on that?
I'm cutting them off.
Ooh,
They're not my friend. Ooh, it's getting hot. That's
ooh,
why.
ooh.
Because
It's getting serious.
yes, it's getting seriously about to get down. I yeah, no. I
Mhm.
used to think that, and somebody brought up the fact, like, I think a friend, they were like, like, would you date a friend's, like, your friend's ex?
I think that's kind of low class.
I know. So, but too, because I think because I've seen so many movies, I've
Oh,
always been like, but what if they were the one?
yeah, that's what I was
So
thinking
that's
too.
what.
Because
But
that came up the other day, and so I was
uh
like, "Ooh, like, what do you
yeah,
do?"
and she like really like that friend that gave me like she was like, oh, so you would date? I'm like, no, but like, but at the same time, I feel like there's so many components that go to this
Yeah,
because one,
it could get so messy
yes,
quick.
one, like obviously you got to talk it out your friendship with that person,
Hmm.
but like if you're being bothered by a friend being with your ex, are you really not over them?
That's true.
Because like I feel like you wouldn't care.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, he was trash. He's very
Bye.
trash. Bye. you
Literally.
know. Um. So that's where I would, obviously there's just so many like mixed things. But for me personally, I would not want to date a friend's ex. But I could
Hmm.
see why that could lead to that. Because if you're like always the third wheel
Hmm.
with them, but you see a softness, a sweet side to the guy, and like it just naturally because you're always around them, that you're like, oh shit, I want something like that, or I want someone like that. Or better yet, like I guess once they break up, you'll be like, oh, then I want him because I saw that side. But
Hmm.
they don't really see like the really deep, troubling issues that I guess made them break up. So
Oh.
yeah, it can be kind of like all messy and tangled up.
Yeah.
So I mean, to each their own. I like for me, Jada. If I were in that position, like if you know like you're separated, like just cut it.
Yeah.
Why like drag that person that you're married to? You know,
It's kind of putting them
through
through it too.
yeah,
Yeah.
putting them through the ringer because they don't deserve that. Like imagine like Will having to hear like, oh yeah, his wife fucked. Like
Yeah.
slept with someone else. Like that's embarrassing. And like the
That's
boys will
Jersey
always
Shore
be
right
like,
there.
damn, like somebody hit that. Like what the fuck? Like that's so crazy. But that's wild to me. Like I would never. And again, the jealous in me, the Leo in me, like
Hmm.
no, I would not want that. Like I would like being on that receiving side, being well. I'd be like, no, just fucking divorce. Like why? Like we could co-parent. We could there could
Co-parent.
yeah, there
Yeah.
could still be that love for each other. But why do we got
That
be
mutual
married?
respect.
Yeah, like
Hmm.
I don't think you need to be married because I think she was kind of approaching it like in the long haul. Like they're both getting older. Like who are they gonna be with? But I'm like, there could always be someone.
Yeah.
There's the kids. Like there's and if you really wanted to be her in the specific to be kind of um uh help you out during when you're older days, like you can write something up.
They got
Like
money.
yeah,
They could hire someone.
yeah. So there's always like a solution for that. So but I feel like that's too much of a ride or die like type of thing because a ride or die would not do that for me. Like
Yeah.
like cheat on me, hell no.
Like, and especially if there is a situation, they would like, like, okay, let's address this, let's fix it, let's
Yeah.
grow and move on from here. But
Yeah.
also,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I feel like I wouldn't have to worry about it because some of my friends, no, most of my friends have questionable taste in their partners. So at least I don't gotta worry about
Yeah.
that.
I mean, I'm trying to think doing it for the most part like my main yeah. We don't, but I do have like acquaintances that do have. I feel like that too. Like I'm not going to be I'd feel bothered if
Hmm.
an acquaintance did like the same. Because like I would be comparing myself
Hmm.
and that sucks. Cuz I'd be like,
Ooh.
"Damn, she's fucking hot. Like she could easily back him."
Hmm.
And I'd be like, "I can't back him."
Oh,
So I'd be like
stop.
that. So I'd be like I don't know. But that's just me. Like I'm very territorial. Like and I'm be
Hmm.
delulu in my own head.
That's the best
I
though.
know
That's how you get
because
through life.
no, yo, it is so real. And this happened like not gonna lie, like recently, like
Uh-huh.
side topic. Yo, like I don't know what it is, but when guys have a swag to them, like it like makes my heart like go like like really be like beady beady bam bam. Like,
Bitty
but
bitty.
listen, nah,
Damn.
dude, like yeah,
Shakira hips don't
yeah.
lie.
You know, but there's just something like when guys have like, and two, I feel like sometimes they don't even know it. Like it's just their natural being. But I'm like, dang, like I'm like, if he hugging me like that, if he telling me little mama, like I'll be like, well, who
But
else are you telling?
exactly, I was
So,
gonna say.
so obviously, yeah, that's why I get doodaloo
Mhm.
in my head because I'm like, damn, I don't know any other guys that be doing that, but you know,
Mhm.
sometimes people, it's a part of their thing, which I mean, that's completely different. Like I feel like even like some people just throw around like, oh, like hey babe, like I'm like, you're
Yeah.
calling everybody babe, like, ooh, like
Yeah.
only
This is like, what the hell are you gonna call?
yeah,
Like one relationship.
hey stinky.
Ew, those are the worst. If you do that, y'all need to open a dictionary and find another word.
You know, it's yeah, it'd be crazy. Anyways, yeah, those are just my thoughts. Yours, any other?
For sure, don't call your partner sneaky. Uh,
Oh my god.
Ooh, what do you think about like nicknames? Like, where do you draw the line?
Would I draw the line?
Yeah, like, what do you think is the differ? Like, what differentiates cute versus like, don't ever fucking call me that again?
Well, obviously, like derogatory shit. You know,
Uh huh.
like you can't be like, "Hey ho," you know, like hell no, like you got me fucked up if you're doing that. Don't do that to people.
I was all like, that's me right there.
Or hey bro, or like hey,
Oh.
or you know, because some guy, or don't be like, hey dog. What? Like you know, like
Yeah.
like hell no. That's where I draw the line. Like if
One
I'm
of the
with,
boys.
yeah, like don't like, especially I'm like if I'm your girlfriend or your like potential like you know person, like no, like you know, you can be like, hey love, hey babe, like all of those things. And I'm such a like I love like that.
Mhm.
I feel like that would be like the most cute thing. I like it when people do use like those things, like when they're like, "Oh, hey, babe, hey, love," like that's so cute to me. Other people find it so like, ugh.
Yeah, that's me. I'm
Really?
like, ugh.
Oh my
It's
god!
so cheesy. I don't know. I'm built different because even like,
I feel like I haven't because
yeah.
I haven't been in a relationship. Like that's one of my. That's gonna be whoever is gonna be
Well,
my
same
first.
here
So you're
though.
gonna want that.
Like real like relationship. I
Yeah,
haven't had it either.
I know, but don't you just crave it? Somebody like to be like, hey, or just to do stuff for you that you're like, oh shit, like they really love me, or they.
Mm,
Cause it's not the same. Like obviously you can't be
yeah.
like, oh, like your parents, oh, they said like comer, like who the fuck, like, like thank you, but you know, but
Mhm.
like you know, I don't know. There's just so many. I think like first that I would want to do. Like even though it's like
Yeah.
super cheesy, like the Disneyland dates on the Valentine's thing, like I would want to do that.
Mhm.
Pumpkin patch dates, I want to do that.
Mhm.
Or writing our names on a locket, like something like the like
That okay. That
that
one that'd be cute.
that those are things that like I would want like as a first, but that's just
Mhm.
me. That's the romantic girl inside of me. But realistically,
Mhm.
I don't know how that goes. But you know, girl can dream, a girl can hope.
Yeah.
But yeah. Please do not tell your girlfriend some like, hey dog, hey bro, like that's so like, ugh.
I know. I don't
That's
know.
an ick.
Okay, not to like get sidetracked again, but like, what do you think is your love language? Ooh, this is some. What's that one TV show? They put
12
all the.
corazones.
Yeah, literally. Wait,
Yeah.
is
Wait,
that the
but
one
that
with the
was
Zodiac?
Andrew Lot. Yes, that
Okay,
was
yeah,
Andrew
yeah, yeah.
Lot.
Oh my gosh, not us
Yes.
rooting for our own
Yes.
side. You rooted for Leo, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I can't think we're most compatible with Gemini. I don't know if you know.
Ooh,
Hear that.
I mean, friendship wise, I can see it. Yeah, I'm friends with a lot of Geminis,
Oh.
Scorpios, and
And it's funny
Sagittarius.
because it kind of scares me too because Geminis are known to be have the two face.
Yeah, but
So that's where
it
I'm like,
depends on how you view it. I mean, one of them, yeah, that bitch is Two Face. You know who you are.
oh shit.
But I don't know. To me, I feel like there's a poetic side in it. It's like, the the different sides of, as in like a hard exterior with a soft inside.
Oh, okay.
I guess it just depends on the person.
Damn, opening my eyes because I never thought about it. I just thought of it like you talking shit and then you're not talking shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's my friend right there.
That's what comes to my mind. But yeah, I don't know. I wonder what it like Leos with other Leos because that shit would be explosive.
Oh shit,
that would be crazy. But anyways,
yeah.
like,
Wait, your love language?
Oh yeah, my love language.
Yeah, we're gonna get you booed up for the holiday.
I don't even know.
Because there's physical touch.
Physical touch.
I think there's gift giving.
Gift giving.
Is right? I don't know. People say it all the time. Words of affirmation. Yeah.
There's another one too, though.
I think mine's bowling, or being mean. Because even with my friends.
Is that words of affirmation? No. Is that words of affirmation?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like if I was in a relationship, it would be more of like a best friend kind of vibe. Like, what up, stupid bitch? Just imagine.
No, I would want the person to be like different with me than with everybody else. Like everybody else, you could be like very like hard, but with me, I want you to be the soft.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe like, am I huggy? I'm like thinking, I'm like,
Physical.
do I like? But I feel like it's different with when you're with the
this
boo.
got deep. Hold on.
When you're with the boo, you're gonna want to like physical touch. But when they're not, then you're like, nah, fuck away.
Yeah.
But I feel like I would want all of them in my person. Like, I want the gift giving. I want the words of affirmation.
Damn, you said all the above.
All of the above. I guess I'm like, what is it? Selfish? Like, I want all of it. I don't know what I would be for other people. Like, I wonder what they would think mine.
Maybe gift giving.
Really?
Because gift giving doesn't necessarily mean constantly buying them things. It could just be like small treats or like, or like, hey, this.
Okay. How about I would say maybe most quality time and physical touch.
Oh shit! I forgot about quality time.
Quality time, yes. Yeah, I think that's what I would want more. Cause I would want to spend time with someone that you'd like and care about, and like I said, the quality time could go to the coffee shop, go to the mall shopping, and you could watch me buy shit, and then like all those things that I would do that. But who knows? Imagine if we have boos, then I would want to ask them what they think our are. No. Like, what they would say. Like, if, hers is gift giving or hers, But I don't know. What do you have? What would you say is yours?
You know what's funny? You know how people are like, oh, zodiac signs are just like, everyone's the same and all that? That's how I feel with love language.
Really?
Yeah, because I think you kind of need a balance of those to have a like steady relationship. Like, for sure, you got to have that quality time.
But it's because sometimes, like, you would think that, but some guys don't get the hint.
But guys are guys. Let's be real.
Like, really, like, other things are, like, really high, and there's always one thing that's, like, that they're really not good at. I don't know. I would just say, like, I don't, just my thought process. Because some guys could be, like, they're really fit. Like, obviously, they're more touchy. Or the
golden retriever. Those. Yeah, golden. Okay.
That have that person. Yeah, so it's just different. I think, but love changes a person. So I don't know. I don't know how one could truly be, and like how much we could put up with. Cause I'm here and talking all this shit. Like, yeah, I want him to do this, but
there's only so much you can handle. Yeah, at the same time.
Like and I'm like, how much can I really like what are my standards until that person comes to my life? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, fuck. At the same time, I want to look, but at the same time, I can't. Because they say love comes at you when you're not looking. So,
bitch, I'm blind. so it's like,
it's crazy.
It's like, don't fucking find me.
But anyways, that was my 2 cents on.
Yeah. Oh shit. Let's wrap it up. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you so much for staying here with us and listening to Chillin Y Spillin. Thanks so much for listening.
Bye.
You've been listening to the Chillin Y Spillin podcast with your hosts, Emily and Hector. Follow the Chillin Y Spillin podcast on Instagram, X, and TikTok at Chillin Y Spillin. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a 5-star review. Thank you for listening. Join the Chillin Y Spillin podcast again next Monday at 5 p.m.